好，我们可以看到我们的摄影师都回到现场了。在这里呢，我们要提醒大家要将你们的闪光都关掉。那我们全程的录影呢是不要有闪光的。那在这里也跟大家说明一下，就是这一次的记者会，因为我们有现场的同步翻译，所以艾琳在主持的过程当中就不再耽误大家的时间做翻译的动作了。那我们也谢谢大家的配合。所以刚才我们平面摄影师，大家可以感受到刚才我们整个阵容当中他们的这个 energy， 还有他们是非常有活力的。所以希望待会儿呢，我们在现场大家也可以放轻松。那今天我们全场也将会是一个非常精彩的记者会。再次提醒各位，就是在全程的记者会当中，请不要用闪光灯。同时呢，我们也不会进行这个现场的翻译，因为我们现场都有同步翻译。好，非常欢迎所有的媒体朋友们今天莅临我们双子杀手 Gemini Man 台北记者会。我想大家都非常的期待，因为这一次呢是这个为了这次记者会呢，李安导演也带着这个第一次合作的 Will Smith 呢回到他的家乡了。我想这是一个非常重要而且具有意义的一个记者会跟这一次的宣传。当然他们从9月份开始的时候，已经从 Budapest 一直宣传到现在我们的台北。所以今天呢，我想不耽误大家的时间了，因为大家很想看到我们的主角们出场。So ladies and gentlemen, first welcome our producer, Mr. Jerry Bruckheimer. Welcome. Woo! 大家来点掌声好吗？这是我们的制片。Welcome Jerry. Hello, welcome. 好，再来呢，我们欢迎的当然是我们的国际大导演，也是 Visionary Director On Lee。大家来一点掌声，热情的掌声！欢迎导演，来，请坐。And ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome Gemini Man, casting as Henry Brogan. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Will Smith. Okay. Whoa. family.
Oh, they heard me from over there.
That's right. So please take a seat. You know, Will?
Yes, hello.
To begin with, hello.
How
so
are
you know,
you?
all the way from the photo shooting over there, you were calling and screaming and energetic, you know, lively. But you know, do you remember 6 years ago in Taipei?
Yes.
You had a calling. You called out to director Ang Lee saying that I wish to work with you.
No,
And someone heard your calling.
Yes,
That's why you're here.
That's why I'm here. Yes, and it's so funny because you know that was a dream. You know, so we were just talking, and I you know, Ang Lee has been on my list for most of my adult life. Someone that I wanted to work with. So Taipei made the dream come true.
That's right. Woo! So this is a place where dreams come true. You hear that, Taipei?
Yes, that should be the new slogan. Taipei, the place where dreams come true.
All right. You know, I would pass this slogan to the tourism board of Taiwan, all right? Okay, so Li Daoyan, director Ang Lee, can you tell us a little bit more about working with, you know, Will? Because, you know, he had this dream 6 years ago. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard the mating call. When I was in New York. It's all of the media, all of the newspaper, so I saw it. I hope I can fulfill this dream, because the dream is bilateral. 我说这个梦想其实是相互的，他也是不但是我们大明星，很优秀的演员，所以跟他合作其实也是美梦成真吧。
所以在之前还没有跟他合作之前，6年前你听到他的声音的时候，actually we have a simultaneously translation ear set right there for you.
Oh, we have the.
So you know, in case both of us are speaking in Chinese, you know,
no,
you
I'll
can
just
listen to it.
you know, I'll just do 你好台北，很高兴来这里。
Woo! Wow, fabulous. So. 就是还在6年前听到他的这个期许的时候，跟他合作之后，然后真正的在这部片合作的这个经验，你之前有注意过他的一些这个演戏的这个 role， 还有他的一些演技，就是在这次的这个合作经验里头的感觉，可不可以讲一下？
其实也不是特别注意了，我不注意都不行。不注意也不可能，那么大的明星，对不对？那么多电影，
是
当然是很好的演员，也是可以算我们最大的明星之一吧，如果不是最大的明星。所以能够跟他合作，当然是也是梦想成真。不过我这个人就是看剧本第一啦。那当然有这个剧本，有这种双子杀手的这种元素的冲击，又可以做一个2代的人。还有很多的元素，就是激发我的想象力，还有我的创作的冲动。那能够 Will Smith 最好了，就没有。其实不管他是不是以前对我有这样的呼唤，就是找 Will Smith 是最好的，这没有什么毋庸置疑。所以时候到了，缘分到了，就很高兴的跟他一起走这段路程。
所以应该是说 Destiny 把你们2个带在一起，是这样子吧？ So you understood what Director Ang Lee was saying, right?
A little bit. Our translation is going in and out.
We can't.
Okay, that's all right.
But I'm an actor, so I just go.
Yeah.
So basically, he was saying that, you know, this experience working with you, you know, it's just extraordinary because you are a superstar. You know, it's hard to ignore what you have done in the past. So I heard that, you know, working with you through this experience of cooperation, he did some study like a football coach, right?
Yes. So Ang you know, went back in my you know, previous filmography, and he grabbed the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and Bad Boys, Independence Day, Men in Black, and 6 Degrees of Separation, one of my first early small movies. Not many people saw that one, and he grabbed all the pieces of the film, and I come into his office, and it's a Will Smith museum. There's like
Wow.
pictures of me in every angle in my eye and my lips and everything. And he's got all the screens and all the different things. And he's sitting in front of the screens, you know, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, wow, this guy's really a fan. And he's looking and he's looking and he's showing me different moments from all of my different performances. And, you know, he's showing me one. He says, this moment here is perfection. Just notice how your eyes are communicating a deep, subtle truth. And I'm like, oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do, Ang, a deep, subtle truth. And then he shows me a piece from Fresh Prince, and he says, don't ever do this in my movie.
So that was his laboratory.
Yeah, it was a full Will Smith laboratory.
Wow. You know, to be honestly, I grew up with Fresh Prince, okay? Bel Air. So, you know, in the past, you know, we're a big fan, all right? Hey, we love the Fresh Prince, okay? But, you know, the thing is that I know that working with, you know, director Ang Lee, it must be a very special experience because I heard, you know, he did all these studies on your past till present.
Yeah.
And on the site, you know, during filming, I heard that you had some special technique. 就是导演你有一些特别的技巧来激发演员 to actually inspire you to do different acting or, you know, have a very special spark to it.
Yeah.
What did he do? You know, it was something that I read that it's whispering in your ears.
Well, yeah, Ang Lee, and I don't want to misunderstand. Ang loved the Fresh Prince. I didn't want to misinterpret that. He loved the Fresh Prince. He, you know,
He grew up with it too.
Yeah, he would be in his office laughing for hours. I know he loved it. But no, Ang. But what makes a great director great in terms of actors is they know how to push the buttons and flip the emotional switches inside of you. And, you know, Ang really takes the time and he studies and he gets to know and gets to understand and he just knows how to gently walk you toward an emotional space that he's looking for. He has a deep comprehension of what makes a human being do what they do. So for a director and an actor, that's part of the fun. The director is the musician and the actor is the instrument. Right. You know, so it's like just finding the corresponding vibration inside of you to be able to get you to deliver the idea that he's seeking.
Wow. You know, he did a lot of description and then it made it sound like, you know, it's a great experiment and that you did something amazing to inspire what we see in Gemini Man. So, 导演, what did you do?
导演的工作就是让他们以为我在做这样的事情。
So he was acting too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, to make actor believe that's what we did.
All right, yeah.
We're acting too.
Okay.
Act like we know your soul, we're touching it, and there's emotion to grab. Well, to be honest, I'll speak in Czech. 就是其实老实讲，我们导演跟演员的关系好像有点在打禅机这样，只有我们心里心知肚明。就是我观察他怎么样，然后我讲不一定讲什么东西，然后他觉得我有感应到他，他有回应，其实很有意思。其实跟你最亲爱的家人、爱人、朋友，其实都没有这种关系。那你跟演员的时候可以玩这种东西。我们觉得对人心啊，对这个表演啊，有一种体会啊，有一种抒发，对我们来讲是很过瘾，是非常 special， 很特殊的一种关系。所以我也跟太太家人都抱歉过，说我最好都给演员了。
Oh, so Jerry, so I want to know because they're kind of like, you know, passing the ball to you and to him back and forth, you know. So you feel the chemistry between the actor and the director here is very strongly bounded. So what do you see that, you know, that director Ang Lee, what did he do that really, pushes the actors to actually perform, the state-of-the-art performance that we've seen in the movie?
I really wish I knew. Because Ang would walk up to Will after a take and he would whisper like 3 words in his ear, and the performance would totally change. I have no idea what those 3 words are, but I would like to know what to tell other directors when they're directing actors.
Yeah, what are the 3 words? Can you tell us?
He would say things like, "It's getting late."
Hurry it up.
Do it better.
真的吗？导演是这样吗？
不一定，都就是你刺激他一下，然后看他怎么弄。
OK。
然后我们就不同的刺激他，就是每一条拍完以后，就想尽办法吧，其实也很好玩。那演员也知道你在跟他们玩一些什么东西，就感觉上又很神圣，可是又很好玩，其实也没有那么神圣。就是我们在一起玩，然后玩出一些东西，希望它是很生动的。其实最重要就是怎么刺激观众的想象力，让观众去演。如果是中国演员，如果不是大明星，我就直接跟他讲，你没有那么重要，我们都没那么的重要，观众的想象力最重要，看我们怎么能够刺激，能够做什么东西出来，其实就是不断的试吧。
Okay,
其实也没有公式，有公式就会僵硬了。
Okay.
就会做制式的表演，最后让他们生活活动，有一种好像又让观众觉得说观众比他知道的还多，然后观众就会对他投射啦。就尤其是演那个 Junior 那个年轻人的时候，他知道的越多，那观众越不需要想象，就是把他这边拔一点，那边拔一点，就是想办法看起来像个处子之身一样嘛，就是这样。
You make it sound so easy,
One of the things that Ang and I really connected on is we had similar relationships with our fathers. So that was one of the things that we kept.
Okay.
Too. Yeah. So we kept, when an actor and director, you spend time in the beginning and you just talk about your lives and you get to know one another, and you find where you're similar and where you're different. You find those things, and you're kind of creating a language. And this is a father-son story in a lot of different ways. And that was one of the areas that we kept coming back to, is our father relationships.
Another thing we're in common is we look at our younger self. I think that's 我们都入行，然后也很算是功成名就吧，在大众眼睛里面生活了都有差不多30年，所以有很多东西其实蛮能够沟通的。
Yeah, so you
就是我们私密的部分，还有我们公众的部分，就我们怎么样身处在我们的生活里面啊，其实有很多共通的可以来工作的。
So like, years ago, he was once the Fresh Prince in Taipei, all right? Okay, so Jerry,
yes.
Right here, actually with this new Gemini Man that we're bringing the new experience of immersing the audience into the cinema. So, we have this new technology, revolutionary, which is the high frame rate. So, working with this, can you talk about your own experience?
Well, it was amazing when Ang took us to New York and showed us part of Billy Lynn, which he shot at 120 frames, 4K, 3D, in his projection room, which is absolutely perfect. And we were so immersed in it and thought it was just sensational. That was the perfect medium and way to shoot Gemini Man. But it's much, much harder because it shows everything. It's 5 times faster. You see so much more information on the screen, that to do a young Henry was much more difficult the way Ang chose to do it. But as you will see, if you haven't, it turned out perfect.
Right, and we heard that you spent more than a decade, working on trying to get this script, worked out with the technology. So, this is like a big project. And, when you really found the right man who brought the right technology into it, was it something that really just clicked and saw the chemistry there?
Well, when we first started working with the screenplay, which was about 15 years ago, and we did a bunch of tests and with other actors, and it looked awful. We just couldn't bring it to the screen. It was so bad. So we put it away for a while until the technology caught up to it. And Ang was the first one to see a way to do this because he'd done it on with his tiger, and so in The Life of Pi. So that gave him some confidence that he could do it with a human, but he knew it was very difficult and was unsure himself. It wasn't until he did a test with Bad Boys with Will and Martin in a car together, and he replaced 2 of the shots with a digital head of Will, and he showed it to me, and I couldn't tell the difference. So I knew we had something really special.
Right. So with Will, this is the first time working with this, new state of art, technology. So, as an actor yourself, seeing the younger version of you, a newly digital, created character in front of you, and which is the younger version of you. Mm-hmm. Wasn't that amazing? And you still have to do all the acting and all the actions yourself. Does that make it more complicated?
Well, yeah, it's definitely a more complicated, more difficult process. And when you're doing it on the set, the technology isn't there. You're not actually seeing the character. So it was about 8 months after we shot before I started seeing the first images, and it's actually really it's awe-inspiring. It's shocking, and it's a little bit scary seeing those sequences because it's a 100% digial character. So the character is moving in ways that I didn't move. The character's doing things that I didn't do, yet when I look at it, it's me. So it was such an amazing thing. And the advancement of that technology of what you can do is I'm excited about the possibilities of the first 100% digital lead in a movie. I might not even be there for my next movie. I'm not showing up. They can use the digital character. Yeah.
So like you said that when a director and you communicated with the script or with the role, with any of the scene, you guys connected because of the father-son experience. So when you see the younger version of Junior, do you feel that connection that you're seeing a son? How do you relate to this younger version of you?
Yeah, it's a really weird thing for my mind when I look at that. One of the things that I was very, very proud of that we were able to capture is the idea of innocence, and that was one of the things that Ang and I struggled with. Is the idea that I'm 51 years old, so there's a certain amount of life experience that you have at that age that you wear it. People can see life experience. They can see it in your eyes. They can feel it in your walk. And we were trying to figure out how to erase the depth of experience and create innocence. And there's a look that young people have in their eyes. There's a fire that young people have in their eyes. It's very different once you're into your midlife. So we were trying to figure out how to define and to capture that essence of not knowing certain things.
That's really hard because, now for me to look back, when we were young, it's difficult, right?
Excuse me, Director Lee has something to say?
Yes.
Just Director Lee.
It just hit me, and I wish you have that little flashlight in Men in Black.
In Black,
Men in
yeah,
Black.
Right, yeah, to make you be able to forget. Yes.
Right. Oh, right. Yeah, you can connect that. That would be
I wish
really
I have
fun.
that tool.
Yeah, the neuralizer. Yeah,
But you will forget to be him now.
Oh, right, yes, exactly.
Right? So, I think, I can feel the fun that you bring along, wherever you are. Working with Will must be like really fun all the time. So, for this whole period of shooting this film was like 2.5 years? Was it more?
Yeah, I wasn't there for the 2.5 years. I was there. I was probably right around 5 to 6 months of principal. Yeah.
So, is there any special moment that the three gentlemen that you felt that some interesting things that you can share with us? Why don't we start with director 李安导演有趣的一些经验？
你刚刚讲他那个就是全世界各地我们去走，一看到 Will Smith 就是哇，就是这个样子。
他叫的最大声。
不晓得是什么明星这么多，可是他们看他就像看到 Michael Jordan 还是什么样，就是没有办法控制的。我们到哥伦比亚，我们到大陆，在台湾，到哪里，美国，就是大家一看到他就啊。就是真的很受大家欢迎。他
就是有这种魅力。
对，有一种魅力你说不出来的。
对，他是跨越时空。
其实我们在做那个动画的时候，最难捕捉的，就说你所有的科学什么数据通通对了，都看对了，可是他那种魅力真的很难捕捉，也是最贵的一个部分。你要一直的试到你感觉到好像有那么一个东西，所以人的魅力真的是很难形容的。那他不只是把这个魅力带到各地的观众，就每天来，他就让我们每个人都觉得很快乐。这样，说这个人真的是很好。
Did you understand？
每天有他在这个面的话，有的明星会给压力，他一来就是让大家觉得很欢乐，很想。非常想工作就觉得每天都很愉快。有他在的时候，你看他一进场，就大家就很。
No, I understand that.
You understand? Try translating that, okay? He said everywhere
I'm
you go.
assuming that's fans. That's fans, right?
Right.
Or is Ang saying that's how he would greet me every morning? Every morning I come on and say,
No, he said there is a
make us very happy.
priceless characteristic about you is you're charismatic. Whenever you go or wherever you go, it's like people of all ages, of all nationality, they see you. They're screaming.
They're like,
Smith!
Barack Obama. I was like, no.
Is he like this all the time? So Jerry, just listening to the two gentlemen, talking about, working together and, doing the promotion all around. So how do you feel, working with them? What is the special moment that you felt that this is the golden ring?
Oh, you know what it is when you're working with Ang, there's a calmness and a confidence that you get with age and with success, and he's had enormous amount of success. So you have that calmness, and then you add Will on top of it, has this excitement and exuberance, and he just loves life and loves having a great time. Wherever he goes, he creates fun. He's like a walking party, and wherever we went, whatever country we went to, he's got this enormous fan base, and they're so thrilled to see him. But that's one thing. But he takes the time and energy, because he's up at 5 in the morning. He works till the sun goes down, which could be sometimes 9 o'clock at night. And yet he'll spend an hour with his fans, taking selfies with them, signing their autographs. He's so generous with his time, and he's got a phenomenal work ethic.
Thank you, JB. Wow. Thank you.
So, they said so many good things about you. Why don't you say, some stuff that you like to share with us, special moments?
The moment that I fell in love with Ang, we were on set, and it was one of those days where nothing was going right, and he was really having a bad day, and he had called me in, and I was there at 6 a.m. and it was probably 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and he hadn't used me yet, and everything. So he was just feeling really bad. I was watching him in the distance, and he was pacing, and he finally came up to me, and he said, "Hi, Will. I have never been more angry in my life. I am so furious right now. I couldn't tell you, but I just want to say I'm sorry." And I was like, "That's furious?" I was like, that's the most furious he's ever been in his life. And I was like, okay, I love him. He's like so absolutely gentle and calm and confident. And I'm sitting there, he's dead serious. He's dead serious. And I'm like, I'm sorry, Ang, you're just so sweet. It's just the best thing ever. Just the perfect temperament, easy, and no matter what happens, he knows it's going to be okay. You just feel really safe and you feel cared for when you work with Ang.
You know what, Jerry? I think I have a new idea for production. Next time if you want to do a movie, talking about Ang Lee's story, you should cast Will.
That's a pretty good idea. I'll take you up on it.
That's a really great imitation of how Ang Lee speaks and his emotion, okay?
Well, now we have the digital technology to make it work.
Exactly, okay? All right, but we have a lot of questions from our media that they would like to take the moment to ask. I don't want to take up everyone's time. So do we have questions from the media? And we have microphones going around. Okay, from Mobile 1. Okay, over here.
Hello, I'm Brian, come from Mobile 01.
Hey.
Yeah, I have questions. If you have a clone at 23 years old, and what do you most want him to do for you? Or do you have different expectations for him?
Oh, that's interesting.
Wow.
Thank you.
Clone at 23. When I was actually 23, I was wildly ambitious, and there was a certain naivete in the not knowing of what could be done and what couldn't be done. And because I didn't know so many things, there was actually a power that I was willing to do anything. I was fearless and I was brave at 23, just strictly based on the lack of knowledge of what could actually go wrong. I turned 50 last year, and working on this film, we really talked about that idea of age and youth. And what I've sort of come to is I wouldn't say anything to my younger self or to someone in that position. I would almost be asking for advice, right? I would want to recapture that fearlessness and that freedom of not knowing. So more than telling them things, I'd much more be asking, studying.
Yes, I think when you're 23, you have the boldness to explore.
Yes,
okay, you don't want to take that away, right? Okay, second question. Is there anyone else? All right, so we have do we have a microphone sent over? Okay, where is our mic? 我们工作人员在这边，我们拿过去好吗？
You gotta walk a little bit faster. A little bit faster. A little faster.
So, high frame rate, right?
Okay, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
High frame rate. Okay.
I'm not sure he's the best choice to carry the mic.
李安导演你好，我们是免安新闻跟一电视，想问导演说，这一次台湾的观众比较没有缘分看到你最高规格的放映，这样，那怎么办呢？
没有关系，就是我们就是一半规格这么放映。其实我用高规格拍的话，我的心态是放在那个上面。那个规格我也知道说市场上面没有办法很快的普及。我拍的心态是那样，然后我把它用高规格融到这个中规格。但事实上中规格等于你过去习惯的电影，其实看起来可能对看过去电影的观众来讲是一个很好的中间部。其实你已经可以感觉到我们拍的心态啦，还有我们电影需要传达的那种感受啦，身临其境的感受，都有了，只是没有那个就是最高，也不是最高规格，对我来讲是一个普通的规格。就你如果看3D 的话，我觉得应该这样看，数据比较充分哈。 然后让你觉得3D 的充实感是基本上到其实是一个新的起点。那我觉得从过去到现在的一般的这种版本2K 40帧其实能够体会它更像一个电影的感觉吧，就是对一般观众来讲，其实我对这个版本我也重新创造过，我在调光各方面我也花了很多的心血心思了跟努力。我自己非常喜欢那个版本，谢谢。我希望利用这个机会跟大家讲一下，我真的很感谢这2位朋友来到台湾，来到我的家乡跟大家见面。
我们也很开
Thank
心
you,
把你
Jerry.
带来
Thank you, Smith, to come to my hometown.
Oh,
You made me proud.
It's a very special moment.
It really warmed my heart.
Yes.
给我很多的温暖，这样子，这种友情，我觉得感觉心里非常的窝心，谢谢他们来。
It's like showing their best friend his hometown,
Oh,
you
that's
know, it just
beautiful.
touches his heart, you know, for these 2 gentlemen to be here. And, you know, the director was just talking about the high frame rate that, you know, being shot in, and that, you know, most of the cinema cannot, you know, project it up to par. But he said that, you know, just using the technology and, you know, the lighting and also all the techniques that they use is already a leap forward.And very revolutionary. 所以其实我觉得，就算是没有办法达到这所谓的120 frame per second 的话，其实大家看到的还是在视觉上是很震撼不一样的。
其实他不是达不到，而是他自己有。我觉得每一个媒体有他自己的跟观众交流的这种媒体的这种能力。那对一半，我觉得其实是非常的好。
我们还是要给导演一个掌声，对不对？很棒，
它就是一个不同的感受，不同的感受。
It's a revolution, okay? Somebody has to be bold enough to take that step, right? 好，我们还有别的问题，来，我们的麦克风可不可以送过去？来 ，All right. Did we change a new person for this? All right.
Oh,
He's moving faster, right? Okay.
There we go.
你好，我是中央社的记者洪建伦。我想一个问题想要请教李安导演，就是继比利林恩之后，您再次选择用这样子这样的技术规格来拍摄里面的新片。那我们知道《双子杀手》它是一个在探讨科技伦理以及人性的一种存在危机的这样的故事。那这个技术这种栩栩如生的视觉效果，对于您这个电影在不论是说娱乐效果上面，或者是说在美学的探讨上、美学技术上面，它能够提供给你的帮助是什么？谢谢。
其实对我来讲，我没有用它来分野。它技术本身的挑战，还有克隆人这样的议题，还有我们用全数码的方式来制作一个他年轻的样子，根本不纯的样子，而不是用一个因为我们电影基本上是假装嘛，没有这回事，我们让观众相信。那它的本质是一个照相术。它是求写实的一种假装的方式，那我们过去化妆啦、找替身啦，这都是在假装。那你也知道下个台子假装惊讶、假装怎么样？那现在是用一个我不只是新发现，而且是非常相信的一个媒体来表现。那也做这方面的探讨。对我来讲，它其实内容跟我的形式跟我的用心的努力来赚取观众的相信这方面，还有观众相信以后他会怎么批判，其实他是还有怎么样被娱乐，这其实是对我来讲，我没有把它分野，它其实是融为一体的。那当然也有有记者会问我说，那你是不是跟那个坏人那个做克隆人很像，你用一个 digital 来做一个演员，做一个不存在的演员，那我也说不上来。我就跟他说，那坏人最后杀了嘛，我的态度也很清楚。不过我觉得电影是一个很奇妙的世界，就大家心里怎么活动，其实我们所知的，我们的认知世界其实是非常有限的。我觉得作为一个拍电影的人，还有我希望观众来看电影的有一种开放的心胸，我觉得里面有一个大千世界是非常美妙，非常有探讨性、有刺激性、有反省性的，不一而足。我觉得不一定要定标准，可是我相信就是说我们在拍电影的时候，还有观众的心灵契合的时候，我希望我们投入是 的相信他的这种心情跟我们的想象力是真情流露的。那个工具就是工具嘛，工具是一个追逐我们想象力的就是一个 tool， 一个媒体，一个工具，它本身是无辜的，可是我们怎么去拍它，怎么去看它，我觉得这个是有无限的可能性。我自己非常期待有新的体验。
我觉得这也是非常棒的，就是 making the impossible possible。我觉得这也是一个非常好的一大步。但是今天我们在现场，我想
没有人规定电影必须要怎么样，
是，所以在这边
从来没有人规定，我们也不需要自己规定。
绝对是这样的。所以我觉得就是因为没有规定，导演才能够有突破。好不好？好，不过呢，今天其实刚才导演也讲到了，就是请到了 Will 还有 Jerry 来到他的这个家乡，他非常的开心。So because bring his soulmates back to hometown, we have a special surprise for you. Okay? So look at our beautiful staff. Bring up the special surprise for Jerry and Will and also director Ang Lee. We actually have this poem that we have put out for you, and this is created by our calligraphy master, okay? So Will, are you familiar with Chinese calligraphy?
Well, I'm not good at it. I'm not good at it, but I'm familiar with what it is. And I can't read it, but I'd love to learn. And see, I can tell by how Ang is Ang is good. I can see that already.
Yes.
He's excited.
Jerry and Will, you don't have to start yet because, we're going to let the master here, okay? Today, I guess, An Lee, our director, he will be the master here. So we have 2 roles for you. And one is Shang and then Sha, okay, over here. And you're going to be writing Zi, which is like pretty easy, okay? And then Jerry there, you're going to write hand. That is the character for hand, okay?
I'm writing Zi.
Okay, so hold on. Let's look at Director An Lee to start. He has to hold his breath using the inner power and energy, okay? And to write out this.
You have to use your quiet voice. You have to say,
Director Ang Lee now is stepping up and he takes his approach. His right hand looks very strong, left hand held firmly to the page. Look at Ang Lee go. Look at Ang Lee go. He's saying, yes, Director Lee, ladies and gentlemen.
Woo! All right, he's going to go on to his second, but we can start here. So, Will, here's your pen.
This is me.
Okay, so let's start writing. This is called the ink.
The ink. No,
okay.
What is the brush?
The brush is Chinese calligraphy, Mao Bi.
Mao Di.
Mao Bi.
Mao Bi.
Yes.
Mao Bi.
Okay. Be careful. There's leaking. Okay. Do you want to take start to scoop it off a little bit? Here, let me hold it for you.
Okay, so
you have to dip it again
so you have to dip it and then you do that.
to get the extra ink off. Okay. See Jerry here. He observes before he does it. Okay. He's cool.
That's why
have you done it before?
He is.
I'm ready.
You're ready?
Ready to make a mess.
I go.
No, I think you're cool. Come on, let's all start writing it together. Come on. Yeah, look at. Okay, Will Smith, the master of calligraphy. He's using one stroke. Woo! Wow! With the power stroke of Zi.
Yeah, Zi.
And these Chinese character, the tracing part is actually written by a master. 我们的 the master to write out the Chinese 张炳煌, okay? Woo! Look at it. Okay, we're still working on this. Zi. Okay, that is the 双子杀手, okay? The character. Right. All right. This is good. All right, you've done it. Is this your first time?
Yes, first time.
Yes.
You're an artist. Woo!
Yes.
All right, Jerry. Oh, man, this is good, okay? All right, so we're going to roll it up and then hold it up in the front. We're going to take our roll up to the front.
Okay.
I'll take this one. And 导演, shot. Okay, we're going to move forward.
Uh-oh, oh goodness. Oh my goodness.
I'm too short, okay? All right. This is poetry. Right. No. So I think you have to stand next to me. And then director only. And then Jerry, next to director. Okay, let me read this out. Once we have Jerry standing all the way over there. So, can you read it? 双子杀手, okay, across. So the whole poem goes, 双面纵横飞玩票, 子夜不眠攻心房, 杀遍天下无所长, 手段尽出歃血红. So I'm going to do the translation. Are you ready for that? So the elite sniper kills for the just and right. Sleepless midnight with the troubled mind. Killing the world is the specialty of mine. Clone the man runs the blood wide. Woo! This is great, okay? So why don't we hold it up and we'll have a group photo together. Can we back up a little bit? Can we back up a step? Is this better? And then, you know, on the top, if we read it across, it's 双子杀手. And at the bottom, it says 票房长虹. Woo! This is amazing. That means that we're going to sell. Okay, we're going to break the ticket off. Okay. So we take a look at the photographers in the front. So Will, can you hold both of it? Yes. 好，所以在这边我们可以看到双子杀手票房长虹。在此呢，我们可以看到这一次呢，由我们李安导演带着我们的制片，也就是我们的 Jerry 以及我们的国际巨星，当然就是我们的 Will Smith 来到了家乡，为大家特别带来了我们这个非常具有这个突破性，当然也带给大家沉浸式的欣赏。Okay, to your right hand. 双子杀手 Gemini Man. Okay, back to the center over here. And to our left. Hello, ma? Okay, to your right one more time. Okay, do we all get it? 大家都好了吗？好 in the front, over here, one more. 好 OK, 好，谢谢。我们请工作人员 OK, our staff will take away our role. And 我们再一次谢谢 Will Smith, 李安导演 and Jerry. And this is actually, you know, second time in Taipei, and we welcome you back to come back to Taipei many more times, okay? Thank you! 谢谢 Thank you. Thank you. 好，我们也谢谢大家，也祝大家一个美丽的